Hello and welcome. I'm sharing with you a presentation on information and communication technology. This presentation I gave way back in 2013 at a national seminar on faculty development in higher education. In this presentation, I will show you a number of animations on different topics in physics. And these animations are very important for teachers' professional development, and at the same time they are very important for students to grasp the concept very clearly. Now, before I move forward, I will give a brief introduction about the information and communication technology, what actually it is. The information and communication technology, it is based on digital revolution. The digital revolution, it has started 50 years back, and it is still in progress. And this digital revolution, it has transformed our lives socially, economically, politically, and scientifically. And this ICT, it is a hub, and it is a pivot of a complex society in today's world. Now, what is actually the ICT? ICT is an umbrella term, and it includes all the devices like computers, laptop, mobile phone, CD-ROM, and all devices which give us sound, which give us video, and the softwares, they also come under ICT. Now on the screen, you will see so many these electronic devices, they are all ICTs. Now, one of the most important device, which we call smart boards, they are installed in our schools, colleges, and universities. And these smart boards we call digital interactive whiteboards. And they are connected with the laptop and the projector. All the material, all the notes you have, that you can display on the screen, and you can write on the screen. All the information is stored in the device, and you can then retrieve information at your own sweet will. Now, this slide shows on the right side, we have a traditional classroom. On the left side, you have a classroom which is based on ICT. We can visualize the difference between the two classrooms. Now, let us move back to if you have to explain colors to the students. We know that the color white light, it is made up of 7 colors. And when this white light passes through a prism, the prism breaks it down into 7 colors. And you can show it by using an animation like this. Then if students, you have to explain colors, different colors, how these formation of colors takes place. Basically, we have primary colors and secondary colors. In primary colors, you have blue, green, and red. And when these primary colors combine, two primary colors form a secondary color. We have secondary colors magenta, cyan, and yellow. And when all these colors combine, they form white color. And you can show it by using the animation like this. Now, moving forward, if you have to explain to the students how the electrons flow in an electrical circuit, you have a battery, and this cell, from the negative terminal, the electrons flow to the bulb, and then these electrons come back to the wire, to the positive terminal, and you can explain it to the students. And then you can explain the students how the battery works. You can make an analogy of battery with that of heart. Heart actually is pumps the blood through arteries and brings it back through veins. And in the same manner, a battery, it pumps the charges into the wires and receives back through the positive terminal. And actually, both battery and heart, they act as pumps. And heart does not create any blood. In the same way, the battery does not create in the charges, and you can explain the battery that how the current flows in the circuit on this basis. These are other animations. Suppose you have to explain to the students about voltage and current. Voltage you can conceive as a pressure of a water in a pipe. Then the flow of water you can conceive as the current. Then suppose motors and generators, if a coil is placed between the two pole pieces of a magnet, and if a current passes through the coil, then this coil begins to rotate. That is, electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. And in the inverse process, if the coil is rotated, mechanical energy is given to the coil, then electrical current is being generated. And in the case of, suppose, the states of matter, we have solids, we have liquids, gases, and plasma. In solids, the atoms vibrate very slowly. In liquids, the molecules move very fast. And in gases, there is a total random motion, and you can show it by using this animation. And likewise, suppose the atoms in a solids, they are not actually free. They are held together by a force, and you can conceive that force by using the springs. And these are other animations, waves, how waves are formed. And these are longitudinal waves. The pulse is being generated, it travels along the wave. And this is a string when it's plucked, how compressions and rarefactions are formed. And these are other animations. We can show it to the students. These are standing waves and superposition of waves. How pulses are reflected from fixed and loose ends. And this is Newton's first law, how you can explain it to the students. And in this way, there are so many animations, and these animations, you can download it from the internet, or we can use the softwares and develop it ourselves. Uh, there are softwares available on the internet. Thank you.